Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the content. So today, I kind of wanted to go through a little exercise. I hope you guys understand the overall trend of where we're going, right? So the overall trend of where we're going, think about the society we live in and how it's structured and the reason why it takes people kind of have to isolate to heal. Money creates the sensation that you need to pull energy from your environment to survive. Right? That's the right. You need to sell part of yourself to get something. That's a little bit destructive, right? You should never have to sell yourself to anybody. You are perfect and beautiful just the way you are. So that causes the need to stand back and heal. It's like, why do I need to sell myself? And then it creates this, air of competition where it feels like you need to be selling a better product than somebody else, in order to survive, right? It's that survival, psychology. So for that reason, when you enter the business community, for a lot of reasons, people's intent is to whatever they can get from you, right? That's the intent. Even networking, it's like I can network with you because my intent is that my connection with you is going to make me more money, right? That's blah. So one exercise that I would like everybody should go through is to make sure that you can go through and click through everybody that you know. Doesn't matter if they're a business relationship or somebody that you watch on YouTube or somebody that is in your family or your friends, and think about, is your intent pure? In other words, if your intent is to provide positive energy for that person and to enhance their life, right? That's a healthy relationship. It should always be our intent to think about how we can make the people around us, their lives better. And then that you will naturally attract whatever it is you need, right? Because you're staying pure to your creative circuit above your heart chakra. That's how you purify your heart chakra, all right? Now, that being said, when you're in that state, it's going to be really easy for you to feel the people that their intent is not that way. So, don't let your objectivity be clouded just because your intent is pure. If you can get to a place where your intent is pure for the people that you are thinking about, or maybe even you mention, like I mention people here on this YouTube channel every once in a while, and, my intent is to go watch them, right? Because they're an excellent resource, especially if I mention them. They're putting positive. I feel like they're putting positive energy into their environment. So make sure you give them kudos, right? So because we're all here together, putting positive energy, trying to put positive energy and empower you to do the same. Because that's how we create heaven on earth, right? When we stop sucking off each other. A really healthy, beneficial relationship, whether it's personal or family or business. And what you're going to find is when we move past this energetic shift that everybody's going through, that I'm describing here, is that money will go away. There's no reason to have money when their intent is to put positive energy into the people around them. Because then, that's what's fulfilling anyway. Then you're just naturally going to get whatever you need, right? Then everybody's in their creative cycle. Everybody's just creating what they need to create. And then you've got this just overflow of abundance in society where you'll just be able to do whatever the heck you want, because all of us are already doing the thing, what really drives us, how we really follow our heart, right? So, and then there's always going to be tasks in the community that are necessary for the community. that can just be assigned by the community. I have no qualms, and I've never had qualms. If people ask me to do something, I'll do it. And I love helping people on projects where they can, like, let's build somebody a house, or let's do this or that, right? So the community that we're moving towards is much healthier than we have now. But it takes this energetic shift on the individual level for you to purify your intent towards one another, and don't put your energy towards people who haven't done that yet, right? If people are still going through the healing process, to figure out that that's where we're going, then you need to be able to say no when, they want to just siphon your energy. They need work, right? So on the pre-pull today, the first 4 cards I pulled was Ace of Pentacles, Hermit, King of Swords, Queen of Swords. So King of Swords, Queen of Swords to me, actually it was the first 2 cards I pulled. Queen of Swords, King of Swords. So that's, your emotional and mental integrity, both. Where you're defining your emotional, boundaries and your mental boundaries, both psychological, mental, emotional. And then the Hermit, of course, is going within to maintain that. And that brings you the Ace of Pentacles. Because if you're healing a large organism, you have to make sure you're setting the proper boundaries internally, protecting your energy. It's all about protecting your energy and going within to make sure that you're protecting your ability to do this. You're reversing the flow, right? Just like what I just talked about. And then the next cards I pulled with King of Pentacles, great card after that one, right? When you move from this one to this one, it's not necessarily, that's a pretty good thing, right? And then 3 of Cups, Page of Wands, Moon, and the Tower. So I like this card. I get this card a lot. I pull this card a lot because I am an agent of innovation and change. If you watch the rest of my channel or any of the other videos that I have on this channel, you'll see that it has a lot to do with being able to work together as communities, because eventually, people that start to trust one another and understand that there's other people that want to put positive energy into their environment, or they're just naturally in their creative energy and they don't need to pull off of you, then you'll be able to work in groups that way. And then not only are you creating your individual things, but you'll be able to come up with group projects where you can, as a group, create things. And that's actually what the ultimate goal, to pull ourselves out of the old system, right? Because, right now you've got groups that are creating things that the society, uses on a grand scale, like cars, big things that people need for transportation or things like that. But those groups are pretty dysfunctional in the way they work. There's no equality within those groups, and they're just siphoning all the money, or all the what comes from building whatever that is into the hands of a very small few, right? So it's creating this huge imbalance in society. It's like these big giant vacuum cleaners running through society, pulling energy. And so what it takes are individuals who can pull themselves out of the system and start creating, right, into positive, to empower other individuals to pull themselves out of that system, because you have to starve it out. That's the only way that you change it, right? You starve that system out. If you read the end of Revelation, that's exactly what it's talking about. Starving the beast nature out. Because if you got people that are just trying to siphon off of you, the only way, you don't attack them, never attack, you just let them starve it out. And love them, and make sure your intent is pure for that person. You have to be able to cut them off right? Don't let them keep sucking the life out of you, because it's not helping you any. And it pulls you out of your creative energy. Because it's making you feel less than you should. So let's get a collective energy reading that is more in depth than that. Love you guys. So, yeah, what else do I have to say today? I don't know. Think positively about yourself. Take care of yourself. Yesterday, I took a long time, and it's funny, I watch a lot of high priestesses on YouTube, and it's always the same thing. It's like everybody's tied in the same thing. Because yesterday was a big meditation time. Like yesterday, I spent all day meditating just to examine myself. I tried to pull myself away from myself and look at, how I'm presenting myself to the world, right? Do that every once in a while. Try and be introspective. It's like, okay, is my intent pure? I want to make sure that that's all you really have to worry about, is make sure that your intent is pure. And, get to a place where you're never attacking anybody, because there's people that need help, but education. So you're never attacking them. You're just trying to educate of what needs to happen and what kind of healings need to take place. Because you could be the worst person in the world. They just attack everything around you. But the reason that somebody is like that is because they grew up in a environment that just fed off them. And so you just feel like the only way that you can survive is by sucking off everybody else. And so, there are people that need help to understand that you don't have to live that way. Now, reversing the flow is pretty difficult, if you're in a really bad spot and their belief systems are pretty hardcore, if you are in that place. But, I think there's enough to be said there. I think we're getting the same message here that I just saw. So there's still a lot of breath of life, truth, sword of truth. Queen of Cups. Joy. High Priestess. One or three bows. What do we got here? Yeah, overall message is endurance, rest. We're in the winter months, so stay true to your course. A lot of things will not be, enlightened to you. Just worry about what you know today. What you know today is perfect for today. You'll know what you need to know tomorrow. And that's the truth, right? It's like, the clarity is that none of us know what until, we get there. And then you're given what you need to be given when you need to be given it, right? So don't worry about tomorrow. Worry about staying clear to your motives today, and then becoming a vessel for what people need at the moment. Love you guys. Have a great day, and we'll catch up later.